So today I'm going to speak about something that is like very close to me. As some of you would know that I am a man of faith. But I want to also say that I have not been able to gain the success that I've gained without the women that are around me, that are continuously praying for me. And if you're one of those women and you see great potential in your brother, you see great potential in your husband, but that potential is not just spiking up. Well, today I want to bring you into a this is like an inner circle. If you're to do this, I am convinced that you're going to see success in the individual that you are going to be doing this for. So this is something that you are going to do. And whether that person knows about it or they don't know, that's okay. This is supporting your partner for greatness. That's what it's called, right? And if you are a person of faith, stay tuned in because potentially you've never looked at it this way. But I know it happens in my house. So that's why I'm wanting to share it with you, because some things can't just happen. You need the divine intervention of the Creator. So I want to jump into this. I think I'm going to give you around about 5 things that you need to be doing. And number 1 is that it says here, whatever you do, right? Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart. Is working for the Lord, not for human masters. This is a verse that's in the Bible, in the books of Colossians. And you might be saying to yourself, TJ, why are we bringing up this conversation? I want you to pray for your partner's hands so that God can bless their work. I want you to pray for their mind so that God can help you within this process. So when I'm talking about their hands, why am I talking about this? It's because it is the hands and the brains that work. So if you're not praying for them, and maybe they don't even pray for themselves for that area, how then will their work be of good value, right? So I am saying to you here, how about you start praying for their hands? Or TJ, does this what it says? Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart. So work at it with all of your heart is working for the Lord. So this time round, you are going to be the beneficiary of the efforts, but they need to be working at it. Whether they are working in a business, whether they're working at home, it doesn't really matter here. I pray that you pray them that their service, right, will find or will bring them fulfillment. And their purposes together with their strengths that God has given them will be able to be beneficial to you. And obviously here it's speaking to God, and God will be the glory for it. So that's number 1, right? So you are praying for their work. But because I've already spoken about the mind, I want to bring in here another verse. Oh, it's going to be death by verses today, TJ? Yes, it's going to be. In the books of Romans 12:2. By the way, I said I want to bring you into some of the little behind the scenes successes, things that happens in the background for the success that you see. It's prayer, my friends. So how can you support your partner even without them knowing? So you pray. How are you going to pray? Romans 12:2. What does it say? Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. How about we rephrase the statement? But let them be transformed through your prayer, okay? And let their mind be transformed. Okay, but anyway, let's read the entire verse, right? It says, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and prove what God's will is. How about if your partner doesn't even know what is their will? Yeah. You see the potential in them. I mean, you go married to them. You see the potential here. But anyway, let's go on. It says here, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. That's Romans 12:2. So, what do you need to pray for here? You need to be praying for their mind. So, by the way, because I'm a man, right? So I'm talking from a perspective of being a man. But you could be a man and you're also praying for your better half, which is the wife. And for all the females that are here, you're praying for your men. So you kind of like follow exactly what I'm doing here. And I'm saying pray for his mind. That God grant him wisdom. Oof. Yeah. Some men out there, they are full of muscles but lack lots of wisdom. How about clarity? Babe, we're going to make 2 million rand this year. That's clarity. In what? In real estate investment. That's clarity. The how part of it, that's extra work that you need to be doing. But if you've got the wisdom and the clarity of doing that, ooh, you're going to reap some success. How about praying for the discernment of his thoughts? Right? A lot of things happen. We don't understand why they're happening. How about just praying for discernment? So that we are not rushed into thinking. So that we're not rushed into doing some stuff. Right? How about filling him with God's peace and understanding? And above that, renewing his mind, Father, Lord, daily. You become the benefit of that. I'm just bringing you into some of the things that happen in the background, in my household, in some of my brothers' households, the ones that I fellowship with. And I see that our women are praying the forefront and praying for us in some of these things. And we are transforming in the business world, right? Our minds are in a greater space. And this here, my friends. But I'm not saying that you should only pray and not do the work. This is chapter 1 of what we need to be doing. Praying. But I'm showing you how you need to be praying. And then thereafter, we need to do the work. So by the way, you're praying for them, but they don't know. Okay? The third one. This is Psalms. Psalm 119, 105. It says, your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on thy path. Many, including myself, was just doing life. Going where? We're working hard. For what? To what success? But here it says, your word is a lamp. Right? So it's a light on my feet to show me the direction. Right? And a light on my path. So what do you need to be praying for here? God, I pray this husband. How about if you're a boyfriend and girlfriend? Pray for them too. The prayer sometimes is not answered today. Right? May get through 5 years, 10 years. TJ, but what if we're no longer together? Then you're not dedicated to that relationship. So in whatever relationship that you are, you need to pray. That's what I'm saying here. This may also be to your kids. But today I'm talking about partners, right? Partners that are in business, partners that are sincere about building their relationship. Today we're talking about spirituality, and because I am from Jesus Christ, I am talking about the word, right? So, if this is not for you, don't worry. It is for you. Success is for everybody. So, Lord, I pray that you direct his path and lead him in the way of righteousness, not to the rolone, not to things that are unfruitful. But TJ, the roll-ons are fruitful, but not that kind of fruitful, man. That's not what I'm talking about. Help him walk in integrity. Let him not just walk around in the business with some brown envelopes. You can make good business without the brown envelope. Some men, when they have reached certain level of income, humility is gone. Pray for it. Right here. This is what it's talking about here. Shielding from stumbling blocks, O Lord. As men, there will be many stumbling blocks. Women can be stumbling blocks. The bright, shiny object can be a stumbling block. Not understanding can be a stumbling block. There's so many of them. Challenges could be stumbling blocks. So for all of this, my friends, here, this verse here that I'm talking about, your word is the lamp for my feet, a light on my path. I'll jump on to the next one. I said I'll give you a few, right? These are verses that you can stand on and you can pray on their behalf, or even pray for yourself as well. And this one here is in the book of Matthew, right? Matthew 11:12. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. There is so much that you can do as the partner. You can massage, you can soothe them, you can do your magic for what you are married for, and you can make them a good food, but the good rest comes from the Lord. What does it say? So what should you be praying? As men, they carry a lot of things. Father, for his shoulder, lighten the burden he is carrying today. Right? And as men, we generally actually don't talk about these burdens up until it's always, I'm learning how to talk now. I'm almost like, did I talk to my wife about the burden? Yeah, I'm sharing. Tick, I did share. Right? And as men, I'm going to encourage you boys, share the burden. Share the whatever load that is there. So what are you praying for as the partner? Right. So that he can bear responsibilities and the challenges with grace. Some men, when they are faced with challenges, we do radical things. Like things that are unbelievable. So this verse here is for you to stay in humility so that you can be able to provide for your family and you can be at rest and rejuvenated in the Lord. But above that, you are still carrying the Lord. Right? The Lord, you're still carrying it. But you got someone else that you're carrying it with. The next one that I'm going to jump onto here is Romans 15:13. Teacher, you know all these verses. I read, my friends, the Bible. Yeah, should also read it. If you don't know how to read the Bible, maybe also what you can just do is jump onto an app. I think Bible.com is a cool app. I've been using it for years. It's got a section where you can read and it's got a section where you can listen. So as you drive around, you listen to it and you just start from somewhere, right? One verse a day, whatever it is. This one here, Romans 15:13 says, may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him so that you may overflow with hope. Overflow with hope. We don't know what tomorrow looks like. Hey, in South Africa, things are not working. How about, you see what they're lacking there? They're lacking an overflow, abundance of hopefulness. I haven't called one of my kids Hope. See, just to remind me that I need the hope. Right. What does it say here? Romans 15:13. So that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. What are we talking about here? You need to pray for his spirit, that God will fill him with the spirit of joy, hope, and gratitude. A lot of people were in the space of, I don't have, but you're driving a cool car, you got a great job, your family is stable, but you're not in the gratitude space. And you're not even enjoying those things. Joy, hope, gratitude. Let him experience the depth of your love and grace. So you're putting him before the Lord to say, God, make him, right? Grant him spiritual growth. A can be a little bit closer in the relationship with you, God, and with me. My friends, I do not know how to stress this out. But all I'm just saying is, I see the fruits of it. I know that my wife is praying for me. I know that my mom is praying for me on these points and other points. And I would have never been the man I am today with the success that we've got today, with the ability of teaching you, the wisdom that I'm getting, right? If these ladies were not praying for me. So my friends, if you are the lady, start praying today. If you are the man, pray for your woman today. Pray for one another. That's what I'm saying here. And I've given you some hard pointers so that your relationship in money, in finances, in your business can just flourish. If you got these resources and you're doing amazingly well, what else do you want in life? Then you can dive into your God, purpose-driven job, whatever that is going to be like in the front. Because we're not just created to make the money, go to the beach, work 4 hours a week. No, that's not God's plan for us. God's plan for us is create some money, impact the world in your way that God has given that to you. Like I have impacted you, I am in my God-given purpose. So thank you for being here. It's great hanging out with you. If this has been of value, hey, don't forget to share with other people. Until we meet again on the next video here at the TJ Tribe. It is what? Boom boom! We'll check you out on the next video.